Big news coming from Washington today. For border communities, the ban on non-essential travel from Mexico will be lifted next month. It went into effect in March of 2020. Officials saying it would help curb the spread of COVID-19, but the ban caused a dramatic loss in revenue for border businesses. Vanessa Croy with the KENS 5 border team joins us with more. Vanessa.
And Aaron, many of those border towns thrive on the foot traffic from Mexican shoppers. Congressman Henry Cuellar said the loss in revenue tops $19 billion for businesses along the southwest border. But all that will change next month. Those businesses able to survive the pandemic now have a new hope of getting back to normal.
And finally, it put 3 exclamation points.
Congressman Henry Cuellar sharing his excitement this morning after the Department of Homeland Security announced a lift on the non-essential travel ban. Starting in November, non-essential travelers from Mexico who show proof of a COVID vaccination will be able to enter the U.S. from ports of entry. This applies to those who are visiting family or for tourism. And in January, DHS will require all inbound foreign national travelers crossing into the U.S. from ports of entry for any reason must show proof of vaccination. DHS officials say it gives time for essential travelers like truckers, students, and healthcare workers to get a vaccine.
So to all the trade industries, start talking to your drivers. You got 2 months to get your drivers vaccinated. So I ask you to get ahead of the game.
Cuellar said the push from lawmakers on both sides of the aisle could be a reason for the change in policy.
There was so much contradiction. Why is it that Mexicans could fly in, but if you drove, you couldn't do that? Why is it that the undocumented aliens were coming in and that was okay?
But overall, the news comes as a godsend to border communities who thrive on Mexican shoppers.
Before the pandemic, we were getting 18 million Mexicans that would come in and spend $19 billion.
Cuellar said many of those businesses couldn't survive.
You got a pandemic and then you had the customers taken away. So it was a double whammy that came in. Not only did they close, but the ones that were surviving, they got rid of all the employees, so people lost their jobs, and it was only the husband and wife just barely trying to make enough money to keep the lights on.
Now, there's no word yet on the specific date that it will go into effect next month, but will be in time for Christmas shoppers and hopefully will no doubt help revive the local border economies. With the KENS 5 border team, I'm Vanessa Croy.